Now, she says he is too old to be playing video games, but to his credit, she did say he turned her on to Marvel movies. Take that, Batman. This is the YBAngry channel, where we show couples how to play YBAngry to settle most any disagreement with the one they love in just minutes. No fuss, no drama. It's just a game. This week's episode is...
I feel he plays his games too much.
My name is Rod Jeter. Here we go. Who's going to be player A? Who's going to be player B for the entire game?
A it is.
B.
Both players will use the This One detail cards to write down all the details to support their position on this issue. Only fill in sections 1, 2, and 3. Use as many cards as needed.
Frustrated. And I don't understand some of the things you do. I can't comprehend. I tell you the truth, I'm trying hard as I can. I'm so confused while we keep arguing.
So Jonathan, what I wrote is, you're always in the room playing the video games, or while I'm cooking, cleaning, and instead of being out with me, like doing the yard or whatever. So I get angry and I go out and do the yard, and I just feel that that's very important to me, that you're playing the game while I'm doing stuff in the house. It's a 10.
What you're saying to me is you're not happy with doing what you're doing while I'm actually playing or enjoying myself. Is that about right? No?
Well, I'm not. Well, yes. Yes. That is what I'm saying.
This detail is or is not true.
Yes, it is.
How relevant is this detail to you, what she just said?
10. I wrote that I wasn't aware of this issue, but I do see your point.
So what you're saying to me is that you're in agreement with how I feel and that you understand how I feel. Is that right?
That's right.
The Lord told me if I don't come up with 100,000 subscribers real quick, he was going to call me home. Wait, or was that $8 million by April 1st? If you remember that, that means you're getting old. Anyway, I need subscribers. So click that button. I'm not ready to go yet. I still have work to do.
So I'm glad you understand how I feel, and I'm glad that you see my point. That's good. I mean, I'm glad that you understand where I'm coming from.
My only thing is, had I known that, I would have acted differently.
And so what you're saying to me, instead of me holding it in and getting angry and, well, I'm doing this and you're out there playing a game, and I should have brought it to your attention that, hey, I would like if you would help me out, and then if you want to play your game or whatever it is you want to do, because we have our separate things that we like to do. So I get that. It's just, I would just be frustrated when I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, and then I go out in the yard and I'm like, okay, the yard isn't done and the patio isn't done, and you're out, you're playing the game. So I would just get angry about that. But I should have brought it to your attention.
Yeah. Yeah. So as I said, the only thing for me then, as far as this detail goes, and I think I had mentioned this when we first got together, that I'm not a mind reader. I'm not going to ever try to be. I can't be. And if I know something is an issue, then I will work on that. I will try to not do that. But if I don't have any idea, if I am not aware of something, I have no recourse. I have no way to fix or no way to dispel whatever the situation is, to bring any kind of resolution because I don't know. So, with that being said, even in the future, if I know something is an issue, I definitely would love it to be brought out right away, as opposed to the issue festering within you and getting you to a point of anger, to a point of not wanting to deal, to a point of storming out and doing what you feel that I should be doing when I don't know.
Okay.
I feel better because I know that this is an issue. I feel better because I know that this is an issue, and I will be sure to get most of, if not all of my household duties complete before I play.
So I feel better because I was able to talk to you about it, and you understand my position.
Was there progress with this one detail?
Yes.
Yep.
And the second yes or no is, was there enough progress to win the game?
Well, how do you feel about winning the game?
Is the issue settled? I mean, is the issue...
That's the point.
No, the issue's not settled because, well, I guess it could be settled. Yes. Did we win the game? Yes, because really one of my cards is now irrelevant.
Okay.
Because of his response to my concerns.
Okay. I mean, you guys have to decide. It's really bothered. You were the one that was really bothered.
Right.
Do you feel better? Is it? Or do you think?
Yeah, I feel a lot better because I know that he has a lot on his plate, and well, you know what? No, the game isn't won yet because I want to know why he plays the games, because he's only addressed that I did not bring that to his attention. So maybe there's a reason.
Okay. So the issue that you guys are trying to settle was he plays the games too much.
Mm-hmm.
And your main detail was that you're doing all this stuff while he's playing the games. It sounds like that was your big thing. It sounds like he didn't even know. He knows now, and he sounds like he's going to fix it.
Okay.
So I'm not trying to convince you the game is won, but it sounds like so. I
guess it's irrelevant. Okay, the game is won. The game is won because I brought it to his attention. He wasn't aware. Seeing that he knows now, then he's willing to fix it.
Right.
So that
right. What the game is set up to do is keep couples together one issue at a time.
Right.
Not a whole bunch of stuff. That's why sometimes we can't agree, because we're trying to fix too many things at one time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you agree that issue settled, then it's settled. And if you have another question or issue about it, then you would just play the game again.
Oh.
But you could keep moving. You could keep having wins, understanding each other, bond growing tighter, and staying together along the way.
Okay.
Instead of like what you were doing. How long has this been an issue?
Over a year.
Right. So
over a year.
It's been an issue over a year.
Mm-hmm.
No.
He didn't even know it.
It's been an issue over a year.
To her?
To me, because I've never dated anyone that played games or watched. He introduced me to Marvel movies and all this stuff, and I never,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't my thing. I can say that I've grown to like the movies, but I don't play the games. And in my opinion, I was like, okay, now to me, I'm like, okay, he's too old. But now that I've been with him, and I have expressed this to friends and family, and his whole family, they're into games. Well, I've learned that there's a lot of adults that play these games, and I'm thinking, okay, we're too old to be playing games. But I know that a lot of people play games, so. But it has been an issue for me because when I first learned that you were playing games and stuff, I was like, what? I done met somebody that's, you already know that I had an issue with that because you were like, my whole family plays these games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then it has been a year because we've been together over a year.
Yeah, I'm second
Right.
generation comic book nerd and proud of it.
See? And that was something that, I have to get used to because that's who he is. But I'm like,
Okay.
okay.
So, is this game done? Over? You accomplished? You good?
I'm good. Are you good?
We've accomplished what your main,
Okay,
the
then.
most important issue for you. We've accomplished.
Okay, but it's not just about me.
I know that, but that's why we would play the game again.
Okay, then. So
That's
the
why we
answer
would
is no.
continue.
Yes.
No, the
Oh, it's
answer
yes?
is yes, because you've won that. That we've won.
Oh, I won this one.
We have won
Okay.
on
No,
that.
no.
We've won. We've won on that
Actually, it's this issue,
Mm-hmm.
This
which is
issue.
really your issue.
Not the details.
Is
The issue.
Is the issue settled? You felt like he plays the game too much.
Yes.
Do you feel like he's going to fix that now?
Yes.
Oh.
Then we won the game. So yes.
Yeah.
Do you think playing the game helped?
Yes.
And why do you think you're able to settle in 31 minutes what's been bothering you for a year?
Because this game allowed us to actually talk about it instead of, because I can say I know that I've gone out and I'm slamming the doors and he's looking at me like, what is her problem now? And he's like, why didn't you say something? Right? Why didn't you say something? I'm like, why do I have to say anything? Why can't you look around like, I can see it. But I feel that this discussion on this helped me to realize that maybe I could have handled it in a different way. I could have said, hey, I really, really think that you should help me out instead of getting angry. And I shut down. I shut down and I'm being ugly. I know I'm being ugly. So.
All right. Did you have anything to say to him?
How did
as far as the game, I think it helps in that it did allow her to bring out one of the details as to why she feels that I play the game too much, and I think that with focusing on that particular detail, it allowed us to dig a little bit deeper into it and bring things to the surface that, again, like even the detail that we were not aware of. And so having this is kind of like, I actually did study psychology, so it's kind of like Psych 101, with the parroting back to the person what you feel that they said so that you could get a better understanding. But I honestly think that I think we have a better understanding on that and this particular detail, and I think that playing the game could help with future details and future issues, because no couple perfect, raised from two different families. Our family style, probably even our rearing of our children, the style, everything was different. The way we were raised was similar, but yet different. And so you try to bring that together in a marriage, in a relationship, and there's going to be some missteps. So being able to put those issues on the table and sensibly, you know, without name calling, without cursing, without anger, or without emotions coming into play. You know, you can then rationally work the thing out, I think. So I say it's very beneficial.
Okay.
Everybody in America that's married need to have one.
All right. All right, so
All over the world. How about that?
Right.
Take it global, baby.
that's what I think. Let's go through the other cards. You don't have to go step by step. Just say what's on the card and how relevant it is.
And it said, it helps me relax. And it is a 10. Playing helps me with brain function.
What was the value of the?
I'm 9.9.
Okay.
Yeah.
The second one. Then this one says, I connect with family and friends. And it's a 9.8. It really should have been a 10, but
Okay.
I'd already, like I said, can't repeat. So, and wow, got a bunch of A's here, huh? This detail was, instead of TV, I play the game to kill time. I might be last, but not least, I enjoy it.
These are mine. He enjoys
And
it.
that's an 8. I enjoy it.
Okay.
And then for me, it's an 8. And I did say, I feel that if he helped out more, I wouldn't mind so much, which we discussed. And that was an 8. And then it's a 4, but I did say I think he's too old to play the games.
Okay. All right, guys. That's
Never
it.
too old.
What you say?
So you're never too old, especially with the brain function part. Because as you get old, like I play chess. It's a game that makes you think. It helps your brain function. It helps your synapses connect. You know, it helps them fire. Playing a video game, it's the motor. Yeah, helps with your motor functions and synapses because you have to concentrate and focus, and then also using your motor functions, you know, helps you with that as well. So for me, it's not just it is fun, but there's method to my madness. And yes, I do enjoy the games, but again, it has a purpose, you know, because when I retired, I didn't start playing this until after I retired, actually.
Okay.
And that was in probably about 7 years maybe ago. And I'm new to this video game thing. I didn't play video games all my life, and all the other people were playing these various video games. I was working. I was getting my hustle on, trying to make sure I kept, you know, a roof over my kids' heads and all of that good stuff, family fed. Then when I retired, I got bored. I was sitting around doing nothing, you know. And my brother introduced me to the game, in which he's been playing forever. He's 2 years younger than I am, you know, and he's been playing for a very long time. Both brothers. And then, so I enjoyed it. I was like, okay, cool. And then I did some research and I read that it helps with motor function. It helps with brain function. It helps with, you know, playing video games. It's okay, no matter what age you are.
Join me for next week's episode. Is it wrong to look at pretty girls? My name is Rod Jeter. Until next week, YBAngry, just play.